Everybody would like to forget about Baylor football right about now, but they're not letting us. And why? Because a small percentage of big-time donors down in Baylor want Art Briles to be the football coach again. They're willing to wait 1 year, but they want him back at the start of next season. 8-4 this year, that's okay, but let's get Briles back so we can go 10-2 and blow another big game at the end of the season. Because really, for all this talk about how great of a coach Art Briles is, he's really not that great. Urban Meyer, he's a great coach. Nick Saban, he's a great coach. And by the way, even if he was a great coach, even if he was Bear freaking Bryant, he wouldn't be worth the trouble. How dumb are some people that they actually want this guy back? And Baylor has screwed this thing up every single step of the way. When there are allegations of rape and sexual assault, you fire everybody and you do it immediately. Then you apologize forever for having these people involved. Look, Briles didn't commit any of these crimes. He's not being alleged to commit any of these crimes. But some of the players under his watch, they're the ones under the microscope right now. Why would you want to continue this reputation? Is it really worth going 10-2 and getting stomped out by somebody when you finally play someone good like a TCU, or God forbid you ever got the national championship, Alabama would hang 80 on your defense? Enough is enough already. Move on from Briles. It is over. Go back to being Baylor. Go back to being 5-7, maybe 6-6, and playing in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl or something. You suck, but even more so, you really suck to high heaven right now for trying to hold on to this guy. Now we switch topics over to Stephen A. Smith, and let me be clear. You are not a lawyer. You have never been a lawyer. And good for you for admitting that when you went on a diatribe on ESPN's First Take, saying that if you were the prosecution in O.J. Simpson's trial, that you would have won the case, that you would have defeated Johnny Cochran. I've got to say, I think Johnny Cochran would have felt pretty damn confident looking across the courtroom and seeing you defending O.J. Simpson. Conversely, I don't think the Juice would have felt all that good about you sitting next to him in a courtroom. Look, let's be honest. You know basketball. You're really good at that. No one's going to knock you for that. The rest of the sports, not so much. The court of law, definitely not so much. It's never a good idea to move out of the realm of what you're comfortable in, of what you know. And when you start talking about that you would have beat one of the greatest lawyers of all time, probably a little bit of a lie. Come on, Stephen A. Even you are better than this. And finally, we move on to you, the fan. Don't be that guy who's following all of the NFL offseason stuff and starts screaming if you have a players on the franchise tag who doesn't report to mandatory minicamp. Yes, it's mandatory. No, it shouldn't be. If you're Eric Berry, if you're Von Miller, if you're one of these big name guys on the tag and you don't show up and you incur a fine of $750,000, who cares? That is a great insurance policy for you not to show up and somehow tear an ACL. And yes, every single year somebody gets hurt during an OTA or a minicamp. Are you willing to blow $50 million? Are you willing to blow $100 million? Because if you're not, then stay off Twitter. Don't be a troll. Don't start screaming and yelling that these guys are selfish. Look, they should be selfish. If I was going to lose $50 or $100 million and all I had to do is not show up to work for a day, I'm sure FanSided would understand. I don't think it'd be that big of a problem. You have to be out of your mind to actually blame these players. They will be there when everything actually counts. The deadline to sign a long-term deal is July 15th. And guess what? They're all going to do it. You know why? Because the second pen hits paper, they're set for life. And so is their family and their family's family. They will be fine and well, and so will your team come training camp. So sit down, shut up, don't be a keyboard warrior, and just wait, because everything's going to be okay.